I think gun control made that situation in Bondi a lot worse, and I'll elaborate. Before you think I'm advocating to just go and start dumping rounds on people or whatever the fucking mainstream media says that somebody like me that would own a weapon wants to do, understand that is not what I'm advocating for. Not what I'm pushing for at all. But I think gun control really hurt the situation in Australia yesterday. And I say this because there was a time, let's call it the 90s, where a lot of people carried, where it wasn't so politically incorrect to carry here in the United States. And if you would have put 1,000 people on the beach, there'd be at least 50 guns floating around, if not a couple hundred. That shooting wouldn't have made it very far. Sadly, today, it would make it pretty far here in the States, too. And I think if Australia didn't have such tight gun control, like you can't carry a pocket knife, that maybe there'd been a few guns floating around on that beach that day, yesterday. Maybe those guys wouldn't have made it so far. You know, I was kind of wondering how these guys made it that far into a shooting, 20 plus minutes, 16 dead, 15 of them are not shooters, with very rudimentary weapons for the task. A pistol, a handgun, a bolt-action rifle. It's because they knew they were picking off fish in a barrel. They knew there was nobody with a gun out there. Nobody was going to be able to fight back. That the cops were not going to fight back. They were right. That's because of gun control laws. Let me explain what gun control laws do to you as a citizen in very simple terms. They cut off your ability to defend yourself against a gun. And you're a law-abiding citizen. That's the key part of this. You obey laws. The other guy does not. He's still going to get a gun. He's either going to 3D print it, he's going to make a zip gun at home, he's going to buy one on the black market. That's the more common and easier way to do it all. But he's still going to get the gun. You're not allowed to have guns in Australia, and they still got them and brought them to a beach in broad daylight and had the time of their fucking lives. Gun control only hurt that situation yesterday. If that brave man that snatched the gun from the other guy yesterday had a weapon, maybe he wouldn't be injured. Maybe it would have been a lot more effective. Maybe we'd have multiple dead shooters instead of multiple dead Jews. Think about this. Critical thinking and proper voting is key to fixing this situation, especially in places like Australia.